Both received your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands. Let's touch gloves. Have a good, clean fight.
Has had previous experiences fighting as a lightweight. Go in against a guy like Shane Mosley, which Mosley would dig to the rib cage to find that target, but Shane told us, I won't do anything special because of that.
Up and down, that's what you want to do. Mosley keeps his right hand down, throw punches downward for the first 2 rounds so you can get him relaxed. Come on top with a left hook.
But he may be inviting it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say, like a lot of power punchers, Mosley loves to keep his hands down to tempt the opponent to come at him.
Hot air. When they're practicing, all of the combinations are thrown when their whoever's holding the hand pads, standing forward, moving forward. So don't practice. That's what Leija should do now. Just make you look, and it's not going to be and shame you to back up a little bit.
Get out, get out.
Leija's a total professional. He doesn't care how he looks in there if he can be effective.
Good work on the inside, I thought, there by Leija. First right hand to that left side.
So in the tactical battle so far in round 1,
Right thing. You jab every now and then, but stay backwards. Make him throw 1 shot at a time because you're not there.
And Mosley having to reach to land as Leija keeps the distance between them.
On their fighters.
And George, we heard Jack Mosley asking his son Shane,
Step around. You have to jab this guy in a circle. You want to get him off of his defense. Don't stand and watch what you're doing. Kind of move up a little bit.
so he needs Mosley to move laterally to his left to set up the jab. There was a good lead right hand.
He didn't mention.
Leija, of course, trying to land his counter right over Mosley's often low left hand. Mosley loading up with the right hand to the body, and then comes upstairs with a hard right hand to the top of Leija's skull.
Because he would prefer to throw a combination or 2, which he just did.
Allowed him to hit me with big bombs early. Priority 1 here.
Now, Mosley is not accustomed to that. Move left, make your guy think.
1-2 with Mosley. Now Leija goes in the other direction toward Shane's left hand.
He gets himself right back in the danger zone.
Throwing combinations with power. He wants him to start dictating that power.
Get out, punch out, get out.
Occasionally to Mosley's left at his own discretion. His corner's not telling him to do it. A thinking fighter. His ability to think. The referee is telling him to keep his head up. I don't know why. He's not the taller guy. How can his head not be up? Not be up.
Right cross from Mosley seems to have stunned him just a little bit. Mosley goes right back to the right to determine if Leija has his legs.
As long as he has Shane Mosley throwing 1 shot at a time.
Good counter left hand in there by Leija. Fighter Jorge Morales in New York City in September. Had a spectacular performance. Leija sneaking in a couple of lefts.
Extended.
Here's that big right hand, landed a little bit high.
Mosley's may be the harder shots, and over the course of the fight.
That Mosley is quick. He just threw a left jab to the...
Draws at least 2 obvious and dangerous comparisons.
Leija's got to make certain he doesn't do what you're going to do and move into another position.
Good chopping left hand by Leija there.
Whenever Leija's is stationary, Mosley throws 1 punch at a time.
Low blow by Leija. And in case you ever wonder if the protective cuff works, here's your answer. The southpaw stance, he tries to rip with left hand leads.
Throwing him out by moving one position to another. And when you're a good fighter like that, you don't switch unless there's something wrong. That's kind of frustrating because he thinks his power is not effective, but it is. just that he didn't land it just deep enough and around the chin.
Left hook landed for Leija, as you saw. Mosley lands a right hand over the top.
When you're going up against a young tiger like Shane Mosley, you want to have a strategy. Forget about all of the macho stuff. Get your strategy and keep it.
Harold, how do you have it scored through the first 4 rounds?
Jim, a relatively easy fight to score. 4-0, 40-36.
You got to be trying to do that.
You know what? It never hurts unless you're rich. You're a poor guy, you can just keep fighting.
You must have a good memory, George.
No doubt. Used to travel around the little towns. Oh, good right hand by Shane Mosley. The problem is, whenever he lands a good shot, he's going forward. He's not effective. Target needs to be stationary.
Mosley said he wouldn't necessarily focus on throwing right hands to the body to try.
Good right hand now by. That's what you want to do. You want your taller opponent to get his head lower for you.
Jesse James Leija totally unintimidated, but when he gets close, he pays a price like that.
In the fight, Lord has got to get his right hand, or his left hand too. Then you got your combination as he just caught him with the tip hand of a left hook. The tip of it. Another left hook.
That's exactly what his dad is talking about.
Even with the eye.
Same mistake here tonight. Another round to Mosley. It's a shutout on Harold's card so far.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good.
See, that quick. Good left hook by Leija that time. Caught a right hand in exchange, though.
Partially blocked, but Mosley has done some serious damage to the body in this round. He's landed 2 hard lefts and 2 hard rights to the body, and that created the opening for the right hand that ultimately puts Jesse James Leija down. And it is scored as a knockdown.
7.
Yeah, but I think Mosley had landed a big enough right hand.
Higher when he throws that left hook. May not be good. Whoa, with a right hand. May not be a good idea to bend down and get low with it. Just let it go from your height.
These are whistling right hands by Mosley and Leija.
This guy, Shane Mosley, goes right to the body.
2 quick left hooks. Leija totally on the defensive. Now he lands a big right hand.
Really has some
Good combination by Leija.
Courage. Great courage by Jesse James Leija. He has cojones. All of his fans in Texas know what we mean. For low blows by Eddie Cotton, so you have to assume that the next low blow by Mosley would cost him a point.
All right, here you see is a big right hand right there that stunned Leija momentarily. And now as they wrestle and push back, you can see that it was pushing that. Professional fighter Leija has done himself some good, $150,000, and he's making the most of it.
Was originally scheduled in before he hurt his rib cage.
Yep. To his credit, he's taking this outstanding young fighter on.
Gabriel Ellis ultimately was beaten last month by John Brown, the man who stepped in for Leija, and I think, you know, Mosley is a much more difficult opponent.
Hooks to the body.
And he's going to get penalized for that. That's an injustice.
All right, look.
That was here.
Well, look, I'm taking a point.
I thought it was a clean body shot. And
Jim, let me tell you something. Jesse James Leija is the belly button. You can't see his belly button, and neither can I. When Shane Mosley hit him in the body, and the waistband is in illegal territory because he's wearing those trunks so high.
Continues to take the kind of punishment upstairs that he's taken in the last 2 rounds. Seen the progression of low blows earlier and didn't want it to get out of hand. That's a good instinct. Leija continues to show his courage, hammer him over the top with right hands and left hooks, and then occasionally to drop down and do the same to Leija's body.
yeah, been catching that right hand clean.
Top of Leija's head, but in the last couple of rounds, see there, Harold Letterman still with Shane Mosley well ahead.
Mosley's got the same spring in his feet that he had in the first round. This round.
He's a well-conditioned fighter, no bad habits, loves to be in the gym with some of the biggest names in the sport.
Leija is no longer carrying the fight at all. He's just waiting to catch and protect himself.
That's good. That's good. All that's good.
Shane sparred for this fight with the well-known middleweight Obakar.
From Leija.
can believe Shane Mosley's fingers may be hurting a little bit after throwing so many right hands to the top.
Well, he's got a hard head. In other words, don't pay too much attention to it. You still got to fight.
Start to swell.
He is some kind of body puncher.
He has the package.
Right hand lands flush, left hook to the body.
Another on the side of the head. Oh, that hurt.
That one hit his ear, hurt him in the ear.
Let me see. Come on, Forrest. Come on. Okay, go.
Jesse's hurt. Here's the punch that landed on the ear as Leija tried to what they call rubberneck away from that punch. Right on the ear.
Sometimes you get hit and you start pointing to your ears because there's something going wrong in the head. So you don't pay much attention to that.
You heard Jesse James's father asking him if he wanted to go forward right now, and James said, you know, I want to keep going.
Well, that's what experienced corner man in there. You know, Angelo Dundee saying to the corner man and Muhammad Ali, I'm the chief corner man, I don't want any more.
Jim, 79-70, that round 7 where Patton takes a point becomes 9-9 because Shane Mosley won a round that loses 1 point. Now, Shane Mosley with a big lead, 8-0 in rounds.
And I'm gonna make a guess that's the last time we'll see Harold's scorecard. Larry?
Yeah. Is it okay? You're the decision maker. Get your 2 for something. Although he's going back to the body real effective.
Oh, body shot, hurt. Uppercut with the left hand, hurt. Leija not coming back with much of anything. And hurt you to the body and come back in front of you and hurt you with an uppercut. So it's something like target practice now for Mosley, and Leija goes down again as Mosley chops at him with the right hand out of a southpaw stance. I thought he might take the mouthpiece out there, and
no, he won't do that. But his corner, as you have said, should by now.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's happening in the body also.
the body punishment is just brutal. Doctor stops the fight. It'll be a TKO for Shane Mosley over a valiant and effective opponent who was simply beaten by great skill. Here's a look at the last knockdown. You can see that Mosley had temporarily switched to a southpaw stance. Then as he was getting back into his conventional stance. And in a very professional way, Mosley set up a lot of the upstairs punishment with vicious body shots throughout the fight.
The winner by technical knockout and still champion, Sugar Shane Mosley.
He's so good.